All right, everybody. Welcome back to another vintage cube draft done by me, Lord Alvon. And here we go. I finally figured out how to make the Twitch chat disconnect, so if anyone shows up, we'll be able to say hi to them. Cool. So we've got some interesting cards here for our first pick. Let's see. Ones that stand out to me in particular here are the Demonic Tutor. It's always a great card. Oh, hey, how's it going? There we go. Hey, guys. All right. Cool. All right, so I think I'm going to go with the Demonic Tutor first. It's probably between that and Factor Fiction for the first pick, and Demonic Tutor is really good. If we have any crazy combos you want to pull off, Demonic Tutor will help facilitate that. So we're going to start off with this. Cool. All right. Awesome. Okay. We got some more interesting picks here. Ones that stand out to me here are the Orzhov Signet, the Flooded Strand, the Creeping Tar Pit. In general, in Cube, having access to good mana is pretty important because there are so many playable cards that you'll end up getting an abundance of playables. And so being able to actually cast all those playables just becomes really good. So let's see. Signet, Flooded Strand, Creeping Tar Pit. All right. I think I'm going to go with the Flooded Strand here. Fetches, especially blue fetch lands, are very strong. And being able to potentially fetch any blue dual that I might pick up, say an Underground Sea later, could be really strong. So we're going to take this. Does it really? Oh, dang. Okay. I will need to fix that. So here, I like Jace Vryn's Prodigy. This card is so much fun. I also like Ashiok, but let's do. All right, so let's go with the Riftwing Cloudskate. Riftwing Cloudskate's really fun. It's a really good 2-drop. Just kind of suspend it, and then a couple turns later, it comes in, bounces a thing, sometimes kills a Planeswalker, and it's really fun. So we're gonna take that card. All right. Okay, solid cards here. I think my pick here is probably the Ponder. I already have a fetch land to shuffle away extra cards I don't want, and the Ponder can be very strong, especially with the fact that you want to have consistency in your cube decks, and Ponder is a really good way to do that. Really good way to help hit everything you want. In the early game, helps you hit lands. In the late game, helps you avoid hitting lands ever again. And it's just really strong. So we're going to take that. But I'm also giving, looking at the Bitter Blossom could be really strong. Pestermite could be good if I want to try to draft some sort of Splinter Twin combo deck. But Ponder is pretty obviously the pick for me here. Okay. So the strongest card in this pack by, I think, a long shot is the Chandra Torch of Defiance. I don't know if anyone of you guys is, in the chat has played with this card before, but it's quite fantastic. She's just incredibly flexible, just lets you do all sorts of things. And flexibility and power is really what I'm looking for here. I also could be looking at the Gifts Ungiven. Gifts Ungiven is fun if I want to try to draft some sort of combo deck. I'm also seeing some white cards, so maybe blue-white control is open. I don't know, but I'm going to take the Chandra because it's the most powerful card here in the pack. And let's see. This is an interesting one. So I was seeing a lot of white cards in the last pack. So we could take the Sphinx's Revelation and try to draft blue-white control. That could be a thing. We have the Breeding Pool, which we can currently fetch with our Flooded Strand. but I haven't really seen anything that's particularly drawing me to green yet. So probably Rev, Breeding Pool, or maybe the Gruul Signet. Gruul Signet is pretty strong as well. Lets us play the Chandra on turn 3. I think I haven't really seen any strong pulls pulling me toward green, so we will just take this. Okay, all right. So Deceiver Exarch has come around. All right, that's pretty good. The Pestermite was in a couple packs ago, so this could be a good time to pick up a Deceiver Exarch potentially. I also wouldn't mind this Chain Lightning or the Gideon if I wanted to try to draft white, but red is looking reasonably open here, so I think I'm going to take the Deceiver Exarch, and then maybe we can pick up a Kiki Jiki or a Splinter Twin to combo with it. We already have Jace to dig, we have Ponder to dig, we have Demonic Tutor to fetch anything, so this could be very, very strong potentially. Okay. All right, so here I think I want the Hallowed Fountain. I can fetch it with my Flooded Strand. I don't know if I'm playing white at this point, but it's there was a lot of white cards that I saw going by, so potentially I could still be some sort of white deck here. So we'll take that, put that in the sideboard. I don't really like any of these cards particularly. Like I said, Hell Rider is really obnoxious. I wouldn't want to play against this. So we'll just hate draft the Hell Rider here, I think. Oh wow, okay. So here we got Fiery Confluence. This card's insane. Yeah, so I've cast this card with pretty much all the different combinations of modes. Just being able to deal 3 to everything, or deal 2 and destroy an artifact, or just blow 3 artifacts up is just the flexibility is there, and it makes it incredibly powerful. And so here, I think the pick here is the Inspiring Vantage. If I might want to splash the white with the Hallowed Fountain and the Flooded Strand, I think that could be a way to still play the red as well as doing that. These cards are all pretty garbage. I guess Thrun could be obnoxious. We'll take Thrun. Relic Warder? Probably Trigon Predator. No. I'll take the Relic Warder. I don't plan on playing it, but... So, to the surprise of nobody, Student of Warfare is the last pick in the pack. All right, cool. So someone else took the Pestermite. That person might be looking to pick up a Splinter Twin or Kiki Jiki. So we're going to try to get that before they do, if we can. All right, so here we have the Tundra. I'm not really interested in that because I already have the Hallowed Fountain. So here we could take the Mox Jet because it's a Mox, and Moxes are great. We could take the Jace Beleren because Jace Beleren is really amazing, and card draw is premium here in Cube. So I don't mind either of those, but I think it's almost definitely the Mox Jet. Power is hard to come by and a very high pick, so we're going to be taking the Mox Jet, and I will be very happy with that. So coming around, I expect to see stuff like Sweltering Suns and Fire Drink Crusader potentially table. And I wouldn't mind like one of those, or the Kitchen Finks, or the Jace Beleren on the wheel. Although I do not believe Jace Beleren will wheel. I think the odds of Jace wheeling is about 0. So we're going to take the Mox Jet. Be pretty happy with it. And we can take Mox Emerald too. All right, okay. The rest of the pack looks okay, but I mean, having access to a lot of Moxes is a really good way to build some nice broken stuff. So my person to my left who passed me this Mox Emerald probably had another piece of power in the pack that they took. Might have been something like Ancestral Recall or Time Walk. But yeah, I'm happy to second pick a Mox. That could be very, very strong. All right. Let's take that. Let's look at the other considerations first, though, real quick. I do like the Tinker. Tinker is very, very powerful. I don't currently have any good targets to search up with Tinker, so we'll leave that here for now, and if it comes back around, I will definitely be interested in taking it. Okay, what do we have here? All right, there we go. There's a Kiki Jiki. That's pretty fantastic. So Kiki Jiki plus Deceiver Exarch gives you infinite creatures, and that is a very easy way to win the game. So we'll be taking in the Kiki Jiki's Mirror Breaker, and then I will hope to wheel something like Dimir Signet, Thirst for Knowledge, or even Chandra Flamecaller is pretty solid. But yeah, Kiki Jiki is very, very good. And if all else fails, I can combo it with some Riftwing Cloud Skates to bounce a lot of things. Could be fun. But yeah, with Deceiver Exarch, I already have the Demonic Tutor here to potentially search up either piece of the combo that I'm missing. So this is going to be a good start to a twin style deck. And here, continuing in the vein of wanting to make my deck more consistent, I think I like Chart a Course here. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card is just very, very solid for 2 mana. So we'll be taking this guy. And I might hope to wheel the Burst Lightning or the Izzet Charm or the Blackcleave Cliffs could be good too. Because I'm looking like I'm pretty heavily red and heavily blue. I might splash the black for the Demonic Tutor potentially. Not looking like I'm white at this point, but I really would like to pick up some more mana fixing. So we're going to take the Chart a Course. Okay, this is an interesting one. So cards I'm looking at here are Gitaxian Probe, Spell Pierce, and I don't think anything else is particularly very interesting. Kiora is really fun, but not particularly good. I think I think Probe is very good in a deck like this because you can often just use it to peek at your opponent's hand and see if they're actually going to be able to interact with you, and then that will let you know if you can go off with your combo. So that kind of information is very, very strong in Cube. So I will be taking Gitaxian Probe. And let's see. So here I like the Frost Titan or the Wildfire. I don't know if I have enough in terms of things that Wildfire is really like good with right now, because none of my creatures survive it. I have maybe the Chandra that survives it, but Frost Titan's a really good curve topper, and I can probably pretty reasonably cast it. So we'll take this, and then let's see what this next pack has for us. This next pack looks pretty good. I'll be taking the Walking Ballista from this pack. Collective Defiance is a flexible card, but it's not particularly strong. I'm not really a big fan of this card, but Walking Ballista is also really flexible, and it just is a win condition by itself. And I already have ways I can play it on turn 1 with these signets. With these moxes here. So yeah, Ballista is very good, and I'm very happy to have this Walking Ballista. And let's see. Okay, here is pretty easy Zealous Conscripts. So Zealous Conscripts, when it enters the battlefield, you gain control of target permanent and untap it. So you can either steal people's planeswalkers with this and then ultimate them right away. I had in one draft I think it was yesterday, where my opponent actually briberied my conscripts and then stole my Koth of the Hammer and ultimated it immediately against me, which was super brutal. So, but this also, in addition to that, can combo with Kiki-Jiki or Splinter Twin to make infinite creatures, because you can just target your own Kiki-Jiki and then just go nuts. So that's fantastic and exactly what we're in for here. And here we have a few options, but I think none of them are as good as the Sweltering Suns. Sweltering Suns seems particularly good here. My Deceiver Exarch survives it. It's a thing I can do like with Chandra potentially on like turn 5, I could play like Chandra plus make mana, and then Sweltering Suns away a board of creatures. And it's just really flexible. The cycling means it's never like a dead card. You're never going to just lose the game because you can't do anything with it. So here we can take Pyroclasm, but we already have Sweltering Suns for that kind of effect. And Phantasmal Image is quite good. Image can copy something like Cloudskate or Frost Titan and be really good, or even Conscripts. And then people have a lot of crazy stuff they're trying to cheat into play in Cube, so making a copy for 2 mana is something a really good deal to me. So here we could take the True Name Nemesis or the Mirror Battle Ball. And I'm not taking Battle Ball here. I don't think we're in the market for that. 7 mana is a lot for this deck, probably. I don't really have too much in the way of mana ramp right now, so I like Nemesis. Nemesis is pretty solid. And this is kind of a whiff here, so I guess I'll take the Smokestack. There might be a matchup where I want to sideboard this in. There probably isn't, but okay. And Magus of the Moon, I guess, could be potentially good. And Master, actually, let's take Dave Judgment. I have the way to splash the white if I need to. And last pick, Elspeth. Wow, okay. So here, priorities in pack number 3. The number 1 priority here is going to be getting any number of blue-red dual lands. Especially Volcanic Island or Steam Vents are going to be really important. Very, very important for this deck. Let's see. So we could take Treasure Cruise, but I don't really feel like we have enough things to make that work at the moment. We could take the Consecrated Sphinx. Sphinx is quite good. It's a reasonably castable card that will often just win you the game because of all the card advantage it brings you. I like Consecrated Sphinx here. The Ready's not bad either, but I don't really have any artifacts to reanimate with it. The -2, so we'll take Consecrated Sphinx. And we're going to hope to hit a Steam Vents or a Volcanic Island here soon. Okay. Well, we didn't hit that, but we did hit Mana Drain. And that card's absolutely bonkers. So, although I would like Rakdos Signet and I would like Phyrexian Metamorph, yeah, this pack is gas. I also wouldn't mind the Expansion Explosion either. I think this card's really sweet. But Mana Drain's great. You can Mana Drain something and then just untap and go nuts. Have like a crazy, like a 6 mana card on turn 4 or whatever. And yeah, Mana Drain's insane. So yeah, I would love to table the Rakdos Signet or the Metamorph or the Expansion Explosion. Any of those 3 would be really great. So we'll take that. So we got some options here. We got some nice options here. We could take the Cryptic Command. That's a really good counterspell. We could take the Search for Iskanta, which is a really good card filtering card. We take Mystic Confluence to fix the mana for all these crazy red cards here. I might just need the Mana Confluence, but I think it might come around because we got like 1, 2, like 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean it's pretty reasonable for the Mana Confluence to come around here. So I think let's go with Search for Iskanta. I think that's correct. And here we could take the Glenelendra Archmage, or we could take the Worn Power Stone. Worn Power Stone does let us cast our 2 6-drops on turn 4 without anything else, which is really nice. Seems pretty reasonable. But Glenelendra Archmage is just really, really strong, especially against other control decks. You can just counter 2 things and beat down while you're doing it. So yeah, I like the Archmage. Let's take that. We're still not seeing a single dual land. This is, wow, this is really not too fun. But Trinket Mage here is good. I have 2 Moxes for it to go get, so Trinket Mage is just a 3-mana 2/2 plus a land, so effectively a land. And that seems really good, so we'll take that. And so we have like one more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So like 1 or 2 more, I think like 2 more chances to get a good dual land here. We're still not hitting it. Wow, okay, it's going to be rough. Man, it's going to be rough. Yeah, Kiki-Jiki is going to be hard to cast in this deck for sure. I think odds of being able to splash Demonic Tutor at this point are pretty low, so we'll put that in the sideboard. And then I guess take the Dig Through Time. Dig Through Time is pretty good. Helps us find combo pieces. We already have a lot of card filtering with the Search for Hexcon, the Chart of Course, Ponder, and so it makes it pretty easy to delve. To make this pretty cheap. So we'll put that in this. Put that in the deck. And doesn't look like we got there. I might actually just need to take the Pentad Prism here. Because I can use Pentad Prism to make double red if I need to. I think that's probably correct at this point. Because there's no way there's no way at this point we can actually get a dual land. Wow, I just didn't see a blue-red dual land the entire time. That's really rough. It might be that they're just not in this draft potentially, or it might be that somebody else is also playing blue-red. Maybe the person who picked up the Pestermite is trying to be blue-red. They picked up a Splinter Twin potentially. So let's see. Here we take Arcane Artisan. Arcane Artisan. You know, this could be fun. And people will often think you have something crazy to put into play. So it's kind of like a removal magnet, which might soak up removal that might otherwise hit Kiki-Jiki potentially. So that's not terrible. I don't mind that. Okay. So here we can take Duretti, and that's about it. Yeah, I don't know if he'll make the main deck, but we'll see. And here we get Expansion Explosion back. Yep, that pack was nuts. So someone took the Rakdos Signet, someone took the other card that I wanted, potentially. Yeah, Expansion Explosion looks like it's going to be really fun for this deck. And here we get Disallow, or Abrade. So what kind of removal do we have? We have not very much in the way of removal. So Abrade might be a necessary evil here, potentially. I mean, Abrade isn't bad. Let's take the Abrade. Abrade's pretty fine. Here we can take Nahiri. Nahiri is decently splashable off of the Flooded Strand plus these two. Maybe there's a matchup where Nahiri is good. I don't know. And Celestial Colonnade. Wow, yeah. There's a lot of blue-white dual lands coming around. We might just be able to get a free white splash, but I think it's probably better to stay just straight blue-red here. And last pick, Grim Lavamancer. Okay, wow, that actually might be playable. This card might be playable in the sideboard, potentially, if I run up against a deck with a lot of creatures that I don't want to kill. This could be pretty good. Okay, so we're putting these in the sideboard for now. Okay. So let's bring everything, sort by converted mana cost, and group creatures separately here. Okay, so we're currently at 27 cards in the main deck, which is a little high. So I'm going to want to cut down on some of these. Let's see. This Duretti isn't particularly great here. I want to cut 3 more. Cloudskate's more of a 2-drop. True Name Nemesis is not really what we're doing here. Not really in for that. Let's take that guy out. Trinket Mage is still good. Deceiver Exarch is what we want. Conscripts. Okay. Yeah, Artisan being able to hit like Kiki to help offset the crazy triple red that it's going to be might be a good thing to have, potentially. I think I'll cut the Sweltering Suns here and maybe have that as a sideboard card against the more aggressive decks that I wanted against. Because it's a very good sideboard card, but there are some matchups where it's pretty dead. The cycling helps. The cycling does help to mitigate that somewhat, but I really would rather have it be more. I would rather have my main deck be like more geared towards the plan that I'm trying to do here, which is stall and use my card advantage cards to get this combo off as fast as possible. Kiki with the Deceiver, Exarch, or the Conscripts. So one more cut here. Now, what is correct to cut here? Might be this Arcane Artisan. It's probably the Arcane Artisan. Yeah, I mean, she looks sweet, but I am not 100% sure about just like how good that's going to be. So we're just going to cut this for now. And let's combine in groups again. So we got a lot of 2-mana cards, which I like. And we're going to be able to cast them on turn 1 a lot with these 2 Moxes. So that's pretty sweet. So sort by color now. See how many of each land we want. It's very heavy blue, but we also need to be able to cast the things like the Chandra and the Fiery Confluence and things. So we're going to have to go a little heavier on the red than might be. Yeah, this mana is going to be rough. I did say that I wanted to 6 and 8 is probably correct. Okay. I did say that I wanted to spend some picks on mana, but I just never saw like a single blue-red duel that I could take, so unfortunately that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Okay, sort by mana cost. And this Walking Ballista is more of a 2-drop, as is the Cloudskate. And this might be right there. Okay, sweet. So yeah, here's our deck. It's a little bit messy, but it looks like a lot of fun. So let's take it out for a spin. All right, so we got match 1 coming up. Okay, you can go back. All right, this is fine. So here we potentially have Glenelendra Archmage on like turn 3, which can be very strong against a control deck. This thing counters Planeswalkers. It's a real big pain in the butt for some of these decks to deal with. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Oh, Mox Jet. Oh wow, this makes it even better. So you can go Island, Jet, and Gruul Signet all on turn 1. And we get a turn 2 Glenelendra Archmage. Yeah, wow, that's amazing. Okay. Wow, this is a pretty good start. Our mana's kind of all over the place right now, but that is okay. Okay, Thing in the Ice doesn't really matter to me. That is a-okay. Okie dokie. So we're going to go use the black. Okay, blue, 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 red, and Glenelendra Archmage turn 2. So now this card has Persist, which means that even if my Emoting kills it, it's going to come back for round 2. So yeah, it's pretty disgusting. My opponent looks like they took my Steam Vents. That's a little obnoxious of them, but that's totally fine. Okay, so here I'm going to want to play the Pentad Prism using all this weird awkward mana that I've got. So we're going to do that. So now we can potentially Glenelendra while also holding up this Expansion Explosion. And then Yeah, we also have Glanolendra twice if we need to, so that's fine. So my opponent might play. They did play the Steam Vents untapped, so there's a good chance they have some sort of instant they want to cast here. And Lightning Bolt on this. I mean, that's fine. It has Persist, so I'm going to guarantee 2 for 1 here, which makes this totally fine. Persist happens, and it comes back. Okay, that's fine. My opponent has 4 mana Sower of Temptation. Okay, that's not good. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to like play Explosion for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna have to use. I might have to do here is like Explosion for 2 to kill that to get my Glanolendra Archmage back, but we'll see. I'm gonna hold off on that at this point because I don't actually have the mana to do that. But yeah, we're gonna let this resolve. We're gonna let this resolve. Okay, he's gonna yoink my Glanolendra Archmage. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Come on, OBS, what you doing? Okay. Well, hopefully this is back up and running. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, sweet. Okay. So I don't know if I'm drawing Kiki Chiki here, so I can't reasonably play this end of turn. So Mountain. Okay, sweet. So we can Mountain, and then we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can either Explosion this guy for 2, or I could just hard cast this Consecrated Sphinx, and I think Sphinx is very good here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add a blue, Consecrated Sphinx. Come in hot. And now the Sphinx is going to be... Okay, sweet. Successfully reconnected. Awesome. So now we got Consecrated Sphinx, and it's like turn 4. My opponent looks like they're trying to kill it during my upkeep or bounce it back to my hand so I don't get to draw some cards, which is a little annoying. That's true. But I mean, I'm still going to just be able to recast it, so hopefully I can draw an island this turn or some other such thing here. Yeah, if my opponent's playing red-blue, a 6 mana, 6 toughness creature is going to be pretty difficult for them to deal with, hopefully. So, okay, Zealous Conscript. All right, we're just going to recast it just like we did. Do that, make blue, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I don't think you can do that again because I'm going to be drawing some cards off of this Sphinx now. And there we go. Draw 2. I would like to draw 2 cards. Sweet. Mana Drain. Okay, I can't cast it because I ran out of blue with the Pentad Prism here, which is a little annoying, but, I mean, my opponent has a little bit of work they're going to have to do, which I'm totally fine with. Can we get a blue? That's not a blue. Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with this. Also fine just holding back the Sphinx here. Like I really don't need to be the one to initiate anything here. I can just kind of hold up this expansion or Deceiver Exarch. So we're just gonna leave things as they are. All right, what you got? Pestermite. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm gonna put a stop on my opponent's upkeep. I think here to tap down the red source, because if my opponent's playing Pestermite, chances are that a Splinter Twin is not far behind. And if I can stop them from doing that this turn, that would be quite good. So we're going to go upkeep stop. 1, 2, 3. Exarch of my own. Tap down the steam vents. Tap to opponent controls. Tap the steam vents. So this will hopefully hold my opponent off on casting a Splinter Twin or Kiki Jiki this turn. I would still like to draw some cards. Yes. All right, Cloud Skate, Chandra. I still haven't drawn a second blue, which is really rough for me. But here, I probably want to just kill my opponent's Pestermite so that he can't go nuts. Okay, this is fine. We're going to draw. Still haven't drawn a second blue. This is getting a little frustrating, but that's okay. This is okay. So we're going to do make 1, 2, 3, 4. Play the Chandra. Chandra is going to destroy Pestermite with the -3. And unless my opponent decides to counter it, which is probably correct. Yep. Okay. So I guess here I just have to hope my opponent doesn't have Splinter Twin, because I just lose at this point. I kind of had to go for it at this point in the game. I'll just leave my Sphinx back to block. So Twin wins the game. So hopefully my opponent doesn't just have it this turn. Because there's my second blue. Okay. So if I survive this turn, no, there's the Twin. All right, you got me. You got me. Okay. Man, okay. Yep. Okay, so my opponent did exactly to me what I was planning on doing to him, so I guess I can't really be too upset about that. I just never drew the second blue for this mana drain, so yeah, we'll just concede here. Save ourselves the time of having to watch this combo go off. Okay. So I think Grim Lavamancer in this matchup might just be really good. Kills a lot of my opponent's creatures, and I would like to be doing that. So that seems fine. And we can do that, and maybe I take out something along the lines of... This might be a little bit slow for this matchup, potentially. So we'll take that one out for now and run it back. I believe this should be correct. Okay. I would like to play first. This hand is all right. We're going to keep it. Walking Ballista is pretty nice because my opponent can't actually go off with Twin when the Ballista is in play. So we're going to play a Strand, crack the Strand, crack Strand for an island, and cast a Ponder. Try to find some more lands here. So this is fine, actually. I think I want to do Prism potentially next turn. And Archmage I want to put first. So that, put on top, and then Island, and then Prism. I would not like to shuffle my library. These cards are fine. And pass the turn. Yeah, so the problem last time was that we got the Archmage just stolen. So we couldn't actually use it for the purpose we wanted to use it for, which is a little awkward. But here we have, again, we got Prism. It's going to give us a lot of nice mana here. Okay, sweet. So it might be correct to play... All right, my opponent has Ponder 2. Okay, pretty good. Okay, so this turn we're drawing the Archmage. I could just play the Archmage, but I think I want to save these Prism counters because I could potentially just hardcast Frost Titan on turn 4 if I draw into a land next turn. So I kind of like just suspending Riftwing Cloudskate here. Let's suspend this. And then in 3 turns, we're going to get that guy coming in. Cool. All right. And pass. Thanks to this Pentad Prism, we have access to a lot of extra mana if we need some for some emergency purpose here. My opponent's playing a Taiga. Okay. So if my opponent wants to go ahead and like splinter, okay, Thing in the Ice, it's fine. If my opponent wants to wanted to Pestermite me in my upkeep, say, or at the end of the turn, I had the Abrade to take care of it. Zealous Conscripts. Okay, so I don't get my Frost Titan here, but I could just play Archmage, and Archmage does put in some work. So yeah, I think I like the Galenalendra Archmage here. Add a blue. Ooh. There she is. Okay, sweet. So I can counter a spell. My opponent's going to have to invest some resources into dealing with this. I don't need to stop on their upkeep right now. We're just going to remove that. Okay, still just open here. I got one more turn on my Riftwing Cloudskate, then it's going to come in, and I'll probably just bounce this Wandering Fumarole back to my opponent's hand. Galenalendra coming in. Thanks, Cheezot. I appreciate it. Cool. So, coming in, we're going to, let's see. I could cast the Ballista for 1 here. My opponent might just have a Pestermite. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine if that happens. We'll just play Ballista for 1. And then my opponent really can't actually go off with Pestermite right now because the Ballista just kills it on board. So that's totally fine. So we have that and a Braid to take care of any nonsense. Yeah, my opponent does not choose to kill any of my things or cast anything. Yeah, this Archmage is putting in some work here. At least I think it is. Alright. So, suspend. And yeah, now we're seeing the power of Riftwing Cloudskate here because this guy is just going to come in, and I think I just want to bounce the Thing in the Ice, actually. Cloudskate's so good. Now let's get that out of the way. So the tempo this is providing right now is very, very strong. There's almost 0 way in the game my opponent could have like 3 or 4 instants to cast to trigger that thing. So we're going to come in with our team. Actually, not with that guy, because he could just animate Fumarole to kill it. So that seems subpar. But 4 in the air seems pretty good. And Pestermite, as I suspected, comes in. And we're going to actually, hold on, we're going to control, hold priority if I can. Actually, no, that's fine. I'm going to try to tap a permit or whatever, and then I'm just going to kill it with the Walking Ballista. Let's just get that out of the way. Get out of the way, Pestermite. Cool. All right, my island gets tapped, whatever. I'll just tap it for blue in response. Not that it matters, because it's going to fizzle anyway. So yeah, I don't need to play the combo game here. I can just out-tempo my opponent with these creatures. Just 2/2 flyers and some burn spells with Fiery Confluence. And yeah, this is totally fine. So if my opponent plays some nice like big threat here, I can just steal it and smash him with it. And this could be a big threat. Frost Titan, sweet. Okay, I mean that's actually we're gonna just mana drain that. Yeah, that's really good. Sweet, get out of here, Frost Titan. So I'll use this opportunity to use the mana drain mana to play my own Frost Titan, and we're gonna lock down my opponent's Wandering Fumarole. Actually, probably the Taiga. No, my opponent's playing green for something. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. So 6. Ooh, actually, hold on. So I can spend 4 and then 2 blue on this Frost Titan, and then that gets me 2 mana, 3 mana. No, okay. I was thinking I might be able to play Frost Titan and then conscript my own Frost Titan to give it haste, but I can't actually do that. So we're just gonna Frost Titan with all this mana, and yeah, give my opponent a taste of his own medicine, and I win. Okay, sweet. Mana drain, pretty good, turns out. I think I like the way the deck is positioned now. Yeah, Walking Ballista is going to be very, very good in this match. I think everything else is just fine the way it is. Yeah, let's run it back. Let's run it back. All right, so we got game 3 here. Hopefully we can draw a Mox for some nice turn 2, or for some nice turn 1 2-mana spell action. Hey, sweet. Okay, turn 1 Chart a Course. There we go. There we go. I've already got all the colored mana that I need, so yeah, we're probably just going to go Chandra Torch of Defiance on turn 3. And if we're really lucky, we might be able to do that on turn 2. We'd have to draw into the second Mox, of course, but I mean, stranger things have happened. Okay, so we got Lavamancer too. Okay, so Lavamancer is going to be turned on by this Chart a Course like pretty much immediately, so that's great. Which means we'll have just a way to deal 2 damage in play like already. Okay, so we can discard Mountain. I think I like to keep both Mountains for the Chandra. Discard the Ponder, discard the Sphinx. This is actually pretty tough. I think I like discarding the Island just because I know I need double red for the Chandra in a couple turns. And I already have the Ponder, and the Ponder can probably help get me my second blue that I need. So we're going to discard the Island. And yeah, wow, this is a really good start. So we're probably going to end up pondering next turn and then playing a Mountain and the Grim Lavamancer. And Lavamancer should be pretty good in this matchup. My opponent has a lot of creatures that it can kill. Do you really not have... Oh, wow, my opponent missed their second land drop? That's rough. Okay, all right, so we're going to ponder. And these cards are not really what I'm looking for, I don't think. Because... I'm looking for my second blue. I guess Trinket Mage gets me my Mox Emerald, which is not bad. But next turn I'm planning on going Chandra, so I don't think any of these really fit with that plan in particular. And I'd like to draw into second blue for this Sphinx. So we're going to put back, and we are going to shuffle. Yes. Confluence. Okay, sweet. All right. So Lavamancer's getting in there, and pass the turn. So Steam Met's coming in untapped probably, I would imagine. Yep, there's Thing in the Ice. Okay, that's totally fine. Thing in the Ice really does not do particularly much against me. The Chandra can just kill it if I need to. If I need to do that. So we're going to go ahead and cast the Chandra. We're going to uptick and deal 2 damage to my opponent. And what is it? I cannot cast it. So we're going to deal 2. And pass turn. And I do not want to attack into the 0/4. That accomplishes nothing. So Confluence is going to deal a lot of damage here, potentially. I think from here on out, I'm going to want to hold up my Grim Lavamancer, because my opponent could at any point have a Pestermite, and I want to have the mana open to kill it with this. So yeah, let's just uptick again, I think. Yeah, uptick again. Mox Emerald, sweet. Let's cast that. You're going to Ancient Grudge my other Mox? I mean, okay, that's all right. Let's tap that for black in response. I mean, that's totally fine, dude. I'm not really too burned up about that. And Jace is going to come in. And I have 4 cards in my graveyard, so 1 more card in my graveyard. So Jace will be able to flip pretty much immediately. So I might just be able to Fiery Confluence my opponent, and then Fiery Confluence my opponent again, just for lethal. That's like 12 damage by itself. And so Chandra, 2 upticks with Chandra plus the Jace, flashing this back. That's just lethal right there. Demir Signet, that's fine. Yeah, if my opponent's not... Okay, so I think I want to activate Jace before the Chandra. So we're going to tap to activate the Jace. And we'll just discard this mountain, I guess. Flip him. And then we're going to... My opponent could have 3 spells next turn. I think it's pretty unlikely, though. So we're going to exile the top card of the library. And what is this? Signet? Yeah, Signet's good. Signet's pretty good. Let's cast that. 1, 2. Give my opponent more targets for the Ancient Grudge. Play a land. And here I think I'm pretty comfortable just like casting the Fiery Confluence potentially. Because my opponent can't actually just go off on me, because they have to have Pestermite, and then they have to have it in play for a turn before they can go nuts with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and Confluence my opponent. We're going to Confluence my opponent for 6 damage to the face. Actually, let's destroy this artifact too. So 1 artifact and then 2 to each opponent. Yeah, that's pretty good. So 4 damage to my opponent's face and blow up their Demir Signet. Feels good, man. Feels pretty good. So that cuts them off some mana here. I don't really know what they're doing. They might have a Remand, I guess? Or Impulse. I mean, Impulse is fine. Sure. Impulse is good. You're still losing your Signet, buddy. So now this thing is looking like it's a lot more likely to flip, which is a little frightening, but still okay, I think. Jace can hold off. I'm going to uptick the Jace here on this thing in the ice so that it does not... Basically, it's going to have to... It's basically, this is preventing it from being able to kill either one of my Planeswalkers just by casting 2 spells and flipping it. So that seems pretty good. And both these Planeswalkers are very threatening because Jace is another 6 damage to my opponent's face. And then Chandra, of course, is about to ultimate next turn. And that's just 2 spells and my opponent is dead. So my opponent has to have like a 1 or 2 mana spell here for the flipping thing. Otherwise, I think they just lose. What do you got? You got a Ponder? Do they have it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so blink of an eye hits my Jace. Okay, all right. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Chandra's going to go down to 2 now, I guess. That is very unfortunate. Yeah, my opponent is kind of forced into nugging Chandra here. Okay, well, I mean, that is annoying, but it's not really the end of the world, I guess. Okay. So we got Archmage. Huh. Yeah, I think I just want to uptick the Chandra for... I could just Glenelendra Archmage. I mean, that kind of like slows this down a bit. But let's do this. See what we get. We still haven't drawn... Oh, there's another island. Okay. Yeah, the islands have really not been flowing this game, that's for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blink of an eye, Charter Course. Okay. So I think the correct call is... I could Phantasmal Image the Awoken Horror, but that doesn't really... It's like a single target will kill this. I think I like getting a Glenelendra into play instead. We can Glenelendra plus Grim Lavamancer. I really wish we could get this Jace back into play as well, but unfortunately that is not going to be able to happen. And we're going to pass. So it's possible we should have used Chandra to kill a thing in the ice a couple turns ago, or last turn, I guess. But I mean, at this point, it's a little too late to do that. So attacking Chandra, we're gonna block with Glenelendra Archmage, because Grim Lavamancer is serving an incredibly important role right now. And that role is keeping Pester Mites from being able to kill me at instant speed. So Chandra's going down. Okay, that's annoying, but it's okay. So I think here we're gonna image the Glenelendra Archmage, because even if the image gets shot and killed, let's just probe. I want to know what's going on over here. What do you have in there, dude? Okay, this information is very good. Oh, there's the Pestermite. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Grim Lavamancer putting in work. All right, cool. So we're going to image. We're going to Fimage targeting Glenelendra Archmage. That way, if my opponent decides to go in and Pestermite it to kill it, I'll have it come back as the Awoken Horror or something. I don't know. So one of the really cool ways that the persist mechanic works with a clone, so the way this works is it has persist, and then when it dies as your clone creature, it comes back as itself, as like whatever creature you cloned. So yeah, so this is gonna die, and then I'm gonna just kill this right now. Sweet. Get out of here. Get Mox Jet. Exile that mountain. Okay, it'll die. Sweet. And so this comes back, and now I get to target whatever I want again. So I could have it target this Glenelendra again. I could have it target the Awoken Horror. Have it be like, it would be, what would that be? Like a 6/7, because it would have the -1/-1 counter. I'm gonna still have it be the Glenelendra here, I think. But yeah, it's just a really cool way. If your guy ever happens to get persist somehow. So yeah, Pestermite's gone. So now my opponent's pretty down in terms of win conditions, which is great. And yeah, we have a couple of flyers here. We have just some really, really good things going on. Fumarole is whatever. That's fine. So probably just take 4 from the Fumarole, and we're gonna block the Awoken Horror with this Phantasmal Image. It's probably gonna die to something anyway. That's fine. I'll take 4 from this. That's whatever. And then I can just play Grim Lavamancer in the future. And then Lavamancer is kind of neat against against a Fumarole, because one of the fun ways that this guy works is if they're trying to swap the power and toughness, and you play a burn spell on it in response to the flip, then no matter how many times they flip it, it's still going to die. It's just like a weird way that works. It's because of the way the triggers stack out. So we're gonna just play this Sphinx here, and we're gonna hold up the Lavamancer activation. We're gonna hold up the Glanalendra activation. Let's just actually get this out of the way right now. And yeah, so I can activate this, and this should do it. One of the really cool things about this Jace is I can actually have it block the Awoken Horror and then have it just transform and become a Planeswalker, and then the Awoken Horror just kind of doesn't know where Jace went and then just doesn't do any damage to me at all. I would like to draw 2 cards. Yes. And we got Zealous Conscripts. Yeah, we're going to steal that Awoken Horror. Whew. Okay. So here's the cool plays. We're going to block with Jace. Alright. Then we're going to activate Jace and win the game. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so we beat another Splinter Twin style deck. That was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy match 1. Lots of good magic here. All right. Here we go for round 2. All right, joining the match. And this hand is garbage. Let's mulligan that. Well, this hand has mana drain, so it could do some broken stuff. And Ponder's great, so we're going to put that on top. Okay, this is not bad for mulligan to 6 here. So I probably want to suspend the Cloudskate on turn 2 rather than play the mana drain, or hold up mana drain. But if my opponent looks like they're going to do something crazy, I may change my mind on that. So we're going to get Ponder turn 1. All right. I don't know why my opponent has a stop on my upkeep right now, but that's a little weird. It might mean they have, I don't know, some reason to do that, I guess. Okay, so I think my plan here is going to be mana draining into Frost Titan. So let's just go ahead and put that on top, put this on top, put the Flooded Strand on top, no shuffle, and then next turn we're going to hold up mana drain my opponent's 3 mana play, and then play Frost Titan on turn 3. That seems pretty good. So do I want to draw Dig Through Time? That's like the argument whether or not I want to play Flooded Strand instead of Island this turn. I think I don't really need Dig Through Time, so we're just going to play the Flooded Strand. I think I'd rather draw into some red sources for these cards here. So if my opponent just taps out here on turn 3 for anything, then I get to Frost Titan them on turn 3. And that should be very, very good. It doesn't necessarily win us the game right away, but it definitely makes it pretty difficult for my opponent to do anything. And 3 mana spell? No? Really? Really? You're gonna play me like that? All right. Okay. I'll sack this Flooded Strand now, I guess. Okay, grab an island. And yeah, my opponent's not playing anything. That's a real bummer. I wonder what my opponent has going on. I have legitimately no idea. If I can draw to a Mox here, then I can suspend Cloudskate and also hold up Mana Drain. That looks pretty good to me. So my opponent's taking a lot of extra time just doing nothing here. I'm not really sure why. Maybe my opponent's distracted by something. I don't know. Okay, Jace is very good, but if my opponent's playing blue-black control, which it looks like they are, I'd rather not leave any openings for my opponent to just come in and do something gross. So I guess we can suspend Cloudskate here, or we can play Jace. I think Jace has got a higher upside, so we're going to play the Jace. If you want to counter it, that's whatever. Of course, I'd rather my opponent didn't counter the Jace, but it's not the end of the world if my opponent counters the Jace. Tap decky, or tape decky? Okay. And hopefully Jace survives the end of the turn. Don't kill my Jace. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Sure, whatever. That is fine. I will just replay him. I really don't know what my opponent's going after here, but I guess I just play the... I could just play Chart a Course too. I think hitting land drops seems pretty like a pretty good thing to be doing here. I just play Chart a Course. Trinket Mage is good. Mountain is good. I'll discard the Confluence. I don't think that's going to be relevant in this game. I don't see that being relevant in this game. Yep, I just want to keep Mana Drain up this whole game. Let's just do that. My opponent seems confident in whatever. Yeah, no freaking way. Get out of here, Jace. Cool. So now I get to lock down my opponent with the Frost Titan. 4 mana. Yeah, wow, that's incredible. 4, 5, 6. Frost Titan. Frosty T. And I'm also just going to Phantasmal Image it. And we're going to do that again. Tap down an island. Double Frost Titan. There we go. Okay. All right. Opponent, what you got going on now? And we win. Okay, sweet. So blue-white control with Jace and repeal. All right, cool. That's totally fine. All right. I think in a control matchup, Trina Nemesis could be quite strong. I like that a lot, actually. Question is what will be cut for the Trina Nemesis? That is a very good question. Maybe a Braid isn't as good against this guy? Or Confluence isn't as good against this guy? I haven't seen any creatures to a Braid yet, so we'll just cut that, and we'll see if this works. Yeah, I like this. Okay, let's go with this. And again, we have Mana Drain, so we're gonna keep Ponder into Mana Drain. And if my opponent decides to tap out for a 3-drop, we just get a Consecrated Sphinx on turn 3 this time. Okay, I'm okay with this. Yeah, this card is not at all reasonable. So we're going to try to Ponder into another island. for this mana drain. And my opponent's really going to... Oh, okay, Mystical Tutor. That's totally fine. Now, what is my opponent Mystical Tutoring for? That's the real question. Remand. Remand. Okay, I mean... So these all are good, yes, but they don't tap for blue. So we're just going to put all these back and then shuffle. We would like to shuffle the library. And we get Jace. Okay, sweet. My opponent's probably going to just remand the Jace, but that's whatever. That's fine. Gets it out of their hand. If they're Mystical Tutoring for remand, that's actually just card disadvantage, right? Because they spent a card that searches and puts it on top, and they're not actually gaining any card advantage by doing that. So, sure. If my opponent wants to remand me here, that is unfortunate, but it's whatever. I will live. All right, gonna remand me? Sure, that's fine. That is totally fine. Go ahead, buddy. Sweet. Okay. So now remand's out of the way. So now this dig through time looks a lot better when I eventually find the double blue to cast it. Opponent's on 3 mana. Oh, we got an island. So now do we just replay the Jace? Yeah. Yeah, I'll just replay the Jace, whatever. This is fine. The only thing that would make this like really bad is if my opponent just kills it and then untaps and plays Jace the Mind Sculptor. And that might be what's going to happen, but I guess it's not. Okay. Lucked out. That's pretty good. And here we'll just play a Mountain and pass. I could tap out for Archmage, but that's just really dangerous. I'd rather, in this matchup specifically, I'd rather just play Archmage with the island backup to potentially counter something relevant. And there's going to be most likely a lot of things to counter here. And because I drew this, we're just going to play Pentet Prism for 2. And again, hold up Mana Drain, and then we'll be able to Archmage with impunity. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have Archmage, and we have Mana Drain and Pentet Prism to activate this. So, Gush? Sure. Gush is fine. See, now Glenelendra is going to do a lot of work here, because it just gives me free counterspells against all my opponent's crazy stuff. Except for, I guess, creatures, but I have the Mana Drain for the creatures, so. Yep, that's not going to be happening. Boo! Cool. So now we're going to get 4 extra mana to play this Consecrated Sphinx. And that works for me. So, sweet. Don't even have to use these prism counters now. 4, 5, 6. And play this Consecrated Sphinx. And bash, yeah. So this is why Glenelendra Archmage is so good. Because I can just play it and have it in play, and my opponent really can't play their best spells. Because I would just counter them for free. With a guy that they already know about. So, yeah. Yep, we're going to be drawing lots of cards here. I would like to draw some cards. And we got a Chandra. And yep, what do we got? Oh, my opponent has their own Consecrated Sphinx. We could just literally draw each other's whole deck. Do I want to do that? Maybe a little bit. I'm not going to lie. That might be a thing that I want to do. Okay, let's just actually cast this Dig Through Time here. Exiling these 3 cards. And we still have Pentet Prism to activate this. Alright, cool. So we can Phantasmal Image. I like that, because the Phantasmal Image can hit the... yeah, Fimage can hit my Glenelendra Archmage for even more value. And we'll put these on the bottom, I guess. Sweet. Yeah, this is going to be nuts. So I'm going to actually just not draw extra cards here. I do not want to draw more cards than I have right now. This is totally fine. I want to give my opponent the chance to draw like a crazy amount. Actually, yeah, why not? If my opponent wants to draw to Kingdom Come, let them do that. I might actually just draw like into my combo, right? Yeah, because I got, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're just going to be able to play our combo with the Sphinx backup. This is great. Does that opponent want to draw a million cards? I would like to keep drawing cards. This is hilarious. So many triggers. Is that opponent going to keep drawing? Because I definitely am. I can win the game with all these cards. I don't know if my opponent can win the game with all these cards. Expansion, explosion. Okay. I could just target my opponent, make them draw their whole deck. I would like to draw 2 more cards. So still on my draw step. Good lord. Okay. So I'm still looking for the Kiki-Jiki, and I'm still looking for... Wait, did I exile that? No, I did not. Okay. Yep, there we go. I don't have to draw any more cards. Nope, we're good. This is enough. Nope, this is enough. This is... Oh, man. Double Sphinx. This just got insane. It got so sweet. Okay. Nope, I am done drawing cards. Said no one ever. I hope you guys are still watching this because this just got absolutely crazy. And nope. Holy moly. Yep, that just happened. Okay, so Island, Mox Jet, and we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, wait. We're gonna undo that real quick. So we're gonna undo that too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Conscripts. Untap my mountain. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker, and we're gonna go off. And that, my friends, is how you do it. Wow, that was sweet. That was so sweet. All right. Coming in for match number 3 here with our sweet blue-red combo deck. Combo control, I guess you could say. And currently sitting at 2-0. Had some really sweet games so far. All right. Oh wow, somebody apparently has 52 undefeated trophies. That's crazy. That guy must be just playing cube non-stop. This hand is fine. Suspend Cloud Skate or chart a course on turn 2. Yeah, this works. I guess I maybe should have led on the mountain just in case my opponent has... Alright, okay. Llanowar Elves. It's pretty good. I have a lot of options here. We can go chart, we can go search, we can go cloud skate. I think I'm going to do search here. Search really benefits from being in play the longer you have it in play, the better it is. Turn 2 search is going to be pretty good. My opponent has Rafellos. Okay. Wow, okay. So my opponent might just play some crazy card this next turn. So I might just want to, if I can draw into a blue. Oh, wow, mountain. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, I had to do that because my opponent's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, 8 mana next turn. So I kind of had to go for hitting an extra blue. Well, rip. Okay, well, we got a couple muxes, I guess. Discard maybe the Cloud Skate. Yeah. Okay. This is fine. We're just gonna go with this for now. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have a payoff for all this mana they've got. But if they do, Lord help us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow. Yep, well, that'll do. Hopefully my opponent destroys the search and not my island. Yep, okay. Well, I don't think I can actually win this game anymore. I guess it's not entirely a loss, but I mean, that is brutal. Signet's not gonna do it. I need an island. Did I? Come on, man. Yeah, we're just gonna concede this. Turn 3 Woodfall Primus is gonna be good enough. Okay, so we need ways to kill early creatures. So Grim Mobomancer, you're in. And True Name Nemesis is probably pretty good against a mono green deck as well. So actually Sweltering Suns. Let's bring in Sweltering Suns too. Okay. So what's bad in this matchup? Expansion Explosion's probably bad in this matchup. It's probably a little too slow. Dig Through Time might be a little too slow. Walking Ballista is going to be the nuts. I got Cloud Skate too. Okay, this is fine. All right, so I would like to play first, and this hand is great because we get to play turn 1 search for his Kanta, and maybe we can do some fun things with that. Turn 2 Chandra would have been really nice, but unfortunately we don't have the second red source, so we really can't rely on being able to do that. But yeah, Chandra is going to be quite good here. All right, search comes in. That's great. Now we want to keep the mountain. And pass turn. So my opponent has a follow-up creature here that might be a little problematic, because what I want to be able to do is play the Chandra and have her survive an attack. But, I mean, my opponent's really not particularly high on the mana here. So, because if my opponent had gone and played Rafellos here, I would have had to have minused the Chandra to kill it, because Rafellos is just too strong. Rafellos is insane. So here, I think now I ban any land with search, and probably, yeah, Exarch is good. We're gonna leave that on top. Okay, so Mox Emerald. No. The misclicks. Misclicks are gonna kill me. Gonna be the death of me. Okay. Let's. Yeah, hopefully my opponent attacks with the elves, I guess. I don't know. I could blow him out with the Seaward Exarch here. Yeah, there we go. Tap them out of the blue. Tap. Actually, just tap the mountain. My opponent, the Mock Sapphire might just be a splash here, so yeah. Boop. Get that out of the way. This didn't end up being entirely a wash, I guess. Okay. And look, Ponder's great. Okay, let's play Ponder first. I might just Ponder into Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. All right, perfect. So we want Prism first and then Kiki Jiki, I think. So let's go. So you can go Chandra. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe Chandra can. I have to plus Chandra to make mana just so that I don't. No. So we're going to plus Chandra to make mana. I'm just going to use Pent Prism right now. 1, 2, 3, and a red. So now we have, and we're just going to add red. I guess I'll just kill this Nissa or whatever. That's fine. Okay, and we're going to pass. So now Kiki Jiki's on top, so if my opponent taps out, my opponent just loses straight up. And looks like that's my opponent's trying to do here. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm going to go for it regardless because it's if it works, I just win the game. So no, I don't want to put it in my graveyard. And we're gonna try for it. 1, 2, red, 4, 5. Do we got it? It looks like we do. And sweet, okay. Alright, so my opponent has a lot of artifacts to kill, which makes Fiery Compliments seem really good, as well as a Braid. I think the way our deck's set up right now is pretty darn good. I like the way it's set up. Yep, let's run it back. Yeah, that was a really good start there by me. I guess True Name isn't as good as I thought it was. Let's put in Dig again. Because if my opponent's just ramping with artifacts, I mean, I don't really think True Name is really doing much for me. It's not contributing to my overall strategy particularly well. If I had more tempo creatures, I might want this just as like a really nice clock, but I don't believe I want that. My opponent might be changing up their deck a little bit. Not really sure what that's all about, but I mean, hey, transformational sideboards are fun, so couldn't really fault them for doing that. Opponent has 1 more minute to figure out what they're doing with their deck. Then we'll go on for match number 3. Game number 3 of match number 3. All right, what you got? I mean, this start isn't nearly broken enough. What do I do? Play a turn 4 Chandra on the draw? Yeah, nope. That's going to be a no for me. This hand, on the other hand, has cards I can cast, so we're going to keep it. Go turn 1 Lavamancer. Oh, turn 2 Jace. Perfect. And then turn 3, like, Exarch during my opponent's upkeep, tapping, like, what on earth? What is going on? Aren't you mono green? What? What on earth? Terastodon, Emrakul. Well, I guess. Wow, okay. So probably some sort of cheaty face deck with, like, show and tell nonsense. Okay, well, I mean, that's one way to do it. Aces Grim Lavamancer seem a little awkward, I guess, but I mean, still's gonna put in work, I think. There's, yeah, kills Llanowar Elves if I can get a couple cards in my graveyard. Pretty solid to me. And I think I actually don't even mind trading this here. We're gonna attack. My opponent wants to trade, that's very good for me. My opponent probably does not want to trade, and we'll play a Jace. And then I'm going to, on my opponent's upkeep, we're going to probably Deceiver Exarch them. 4 mana. This could be bad. Yep, Natural Order. Yeah, I kind of called that one. Oh boy. Terastodon. Okay. That's kind of a jerk move there, buddy. Alright, well, I mean, that's the thing, I guess. Oh, wow, Phantasmal Image, the Terastodon. Oh, boy! Okay, well, we're still in it. I probably should have played the mountain there, but whatever. That's alright. And I really don't want to activate this because I want to have this Jace be doing some fun things. I'll try to take 9 if my opponent attacks here. Yeah, we'll just take 9. It's whatever. What you gonna do, buddy? Time Walk? Well, I mean, I guess, sure. Sure. That's that. I'll give you that. That is annoying. I'll give you that. Time Walk. All right. I guess I'm blocking with an elephant now. That's fine. Block. My opponent's deck is pretty funky. I'm not gonna lie. Basalt Monolith. Okay, well that's a good thing to tap down with Deceiver Exarch. So we're gonna draw, discard this Archmage probably because that really does not seem like it's gonna be good right now. And yeah, so we're gonna Fimage this Terastodon, probably blow up the steam vents, maybe the Monolith too. Even I don't know. Could do that. Let's copy that guy. Just blow up the Monolith probably. Yeah, I can blow up the steam vents too. Yeah, let's just be just as much of a dick as our opponent was to us. Woo! Yes, we would like to do that. Get out of here. Get out of here with your nonsense, dude. If my opponent offers the trade with Terastodons, I will probably accept. Yep, that's totally fine. See, now I can deflip my Jace. Oh, I might want to do that right now. I might want to actually... Yeah, we're going to get one more loot in with the Jace before we flip it. Mox Emerald, is that something I want? Not particularly. I guess Sphinx I'll never cast here. Let's discard the Sphinx. Okay. So my opponent's now stuck on mana 2, which is good. Pretty good for us. Rare. B-R-I-N, rare. So my opponent's at no cards in hand. Okay, so I think I like to keep Jace around one more turn for blocking purposes. So I kind of want to just play the Exarch this turn. I can like tap down my opponent's red. I think I will put an upkeep stop and do that. Yep, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Tap your red source. Tap target permanent and opponent controls. Get out of here with your red mana. Okay, we'll just block here and we'll block there. And I don't know if I want to activate this right now, so we're just going to wait. We're going to wait on that. Ponder. Okay. So I think we'll activate this now. No, do I even want to? Like, I think it's just better as a... Potentially better as... Yeah, let's ponder here first. Walking, Ballista, Chandra Torture Defiance, and Mountain. Yeah, these are all great. So we're going to discard Chart of Course to the Jace. So I want to do here is get the Mountain, actually get the Walking Ballista now, and then so we put Chandra, Mountain, Ballista, no shuffle. And then we're going to go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana. Try out which 5 mana is a choke point rather than 4. Questions. I guess, yeah, we'll just, yeah, let's just do the Jace now. Okay, this is fine. Discard Chart of Course. All right. Then we're going to, I guess I could save Lava Man here. We're gonna neg 2 on that guy, play the Mountain, and pass the turn. Actually, no, I think, yeah, we'll just kill this now, whatever. So get rid of Island, Mountain, just kill that. Okay, sweet. So I know my opponent has like stuff like Emrakul in their deck, so they very well could just be drawing straight garbage, which is fantastic for me. So now all I have to do is find my Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker, and we can get this done. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to Chandra. I'm going to +2 to make 2 mana, and we're going to cast Ballista for 1. Yes, that is good. Uptick Jace on that again, and pass turn. Opponent's in 5 mana, and I'm hoping that I can draw into some more blue here so that I can hold up this mana drain and just kind of finish the game that way. A Braid. Okay. So it might be correct to use Jace on the Ponder right now. Try to find some good stuff, but he's also like a couple turns from alting, which might be a potentially good way to win. I don't really know. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. And we're gonna pass. Okay. What I don't want to have happen is just have Chandra just exile Kiki Jiki without me having any way of casting him, because that would not be very particularly good for me. This Ballista can start... Actually, I'm going to just abrade this elephant right now. That's pretty good. Let's do that. Okay, perfect. Island is good, and now we have mana drain, and yeah, that'll probably do it. Opponent does not block. Okay, that's totally fine. And I guess we're just going to uptick and then add another counter to this. And yeah, so we're doing pretty solid here. Pretty solidly. You can ultimate both these planeswalkers now. Yeah. What you got? 6 mana. Mox Sapphire. 7 mana. 8 mana maybe? Whatever it is, it's not resolving. Nope. Get out of here. We're going to use all that mana to make Walking Ballista enormous. So we're just going to deal 2, exile a couple of creatures. Wow, okay. Okay, so we're just going to alt the Chandra. And we're going to not alt the Jace because I can just play Ponder instead. And deal 5 to my opponent's face. Whew! Wow, that feels really good. Yeah, these are all great. So let's just do, I guess, Frosty Tea. Visconta, Mox Jet. No shuffles. Play a Mox Jet. And we'll deal 5 to this guy. And we'll use all this mana to put counters on the Ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. And that should be game. 5, 6. Let's do one more. Yeah, there we go. 3-0. Here we go. That was awesome. Cool. All right. Well, we had some pretty sweet games, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, this is Lord Alvon, and I'm signing off.